All right, welcome back. You're still students at Strixhaven. No getting away, no transferring. Your college credits do not transfer to the
Oh,
community
crap.
college down the road. It has
Shucks.
been 2 whole months since orientation. Uh, Everything has been pretty uneventful for you guys up to this point. You guys have been attending your classes and actually doing pretty well. Uh, you guys have your respective jobs. You guys have your respective extracurriculars. And of course, you guys like to pal around as your collaborative group, having fun, partying, taking names, kicking dogs, butts, and just all around doing awesome things. As you guys meet after one of your classes, you're getting ready for the long weekend. You guys convene and you're meeting in the biblioplex. And far off to the left side of the biblioplex, you can see that there's a great buzz of excitement near the Fire Jolt Cafe, where lots of students are kind of crowding around and trying to get a look at something over there.
Do you guys think it's another mimic?
Give me 1 second over here. Biblioplex. How'd I say it this time? Okay, I've been working on that for 2 months now. Finally got it.
I just go, oh no, Aila's going to be in so much trouble. And I look over at Bacchus, don't you work there with me?
I do.
I said, oh man, we got to go over there. We got to help her out.
Let's go.
All right, you two are going. Hazel, Minnie, are you going with them?
I want to go see what the commotion's about, definitely.
Cool. You make your way over. The air smells of coffee because it's a cafe, and you duck into the lounge. And as you're weaving through these students, you're able to make out there's a haphazardly racetrack set up on the floor of the cafe. Aila is actually standing on the counter. She's not even trying to stop it. She's just kind of watching the commotion. She's got a smile on her face. This may be one of the more exciting things that happens in the cafe. But you see that there are 4 unusual frogs hopping around the cafe, and all of the students are cheering. You see some taking bets. Each frog is glowing a vibrant color. You have a red one, a blue one, a violet one, and an orange one. And each one has even been outfitted with a tiny costume. One wears a makeshift cape. The other one has suspenders and cute little trousers on. The third one wears a very stylish, large bow tie. And the fourth one has a little top hat perched on its head, and it has a monocle over one of its bulging eyes.
That's my favorite.
They're finishing up chalking the floor in these 4 colors to create these racing lanes, and you see other students trying to corral these frogs into position. And one student recognizes you. It's the young elf who is originally alerting you to the chest mimic. He sees you guys, and he's like, "Hey, you guys, you want to race a frog?"
What does racing a frog mean?
It means you race a frog, man.
I am so much faster than a frog.
No, you pick a frog. Which frog would you like? Pick a frog. Pick a frog. And he starts getting everybody around to, since the whole issue with the mimic, you guys have become kind of like the local popular kids. Like everybody kind of knows who you are. And he gets all the students around to start chanting, "Pick a frog, pick a frog, pick a frog."
How old are we in this game?
Whatever age your race comes of age.
I asked that a weird. Is there any laws about like how old we have to be to gamble or place bets in this?
At college? No.
Yeah, there's no rules in
Is-
college.
This isn't This isn't like the lottery. This isn't like the state-run lottery. This isn't even like the realm-run lottery. This is like, college friends. Like I'll put 5 gold on this stupid thing happening.
Then he has no qualms, and she's like, trousers.
All right. Which one of you wants to coach the frog?
I would recommend the druid do that.
Well, I can definitely
Yeah.
try. I can
The
talk
guy
to
who
him.
can talk to small animals.
Hazel. They kind of push you forward toward the trousers frog, and he's pretty big. If you picked him up, he would be like, they're all pretty hefty frogs. They're pretty large, and they all get into the frogs into the starting position, and 3 more students come up nearby, and they pick their own frogs, and now they're going to try and coax their frog or coach their frog down the track and across the finish line. The young student who got you guys involved, he hushes everybody down, and he just yells loud enough for everybody to hear. The only rule is don't hurt the frogs. Also, another rule, they have to cross the finish line, and they have to do it on their own. No lifting, no carrying, no magical levitating, no kicking, no throwing, no hurling, no sabotaging.
Oh darn! That eliminated my tactic. I was going to entangle all the other frogs until you said the no sabotaging part.
We're all here for good, clean, froggy fun. On your marks, get set, frog.
All right, Froggy. Let's go. You're gonna hop it that way.
All right. Make an animal handling check.
All right.
I want to give him bardic inspiration. Can I do that?
Yeah.
All right, I'm giving the frog bardic inspiration, or you by proxy.
All right. I got an 11 plus it's a 6, right?
Yep.
I got a 17 level 6 for animal handling.
What are you naming your trousers frog?
Obviously trousers.
Thank you.
absolutely.
Okay, fantastic. Trousers.
Say this.
Trousers takes
He's
off.
going to
Trousers
explode.
is just trousers leaps. And the other 3 frogs are close on its froggy heels, but Trousers is still in the lead for this moment. You hear one student start heckling you, Hazel. He's saying, "Your trousers ain't got nothing on me. Your trousers ain't got nothing on Cape Frog." Yeah. And this heckling, it rattles you to your core.
Who's doing
I would
this
like you
heckling?
to make one more animal handling check at disadvantage.
I'm going to do bardic inspiration again.
All right.
Froggy went a run in. He did run.
9 and plus 4, so total of 13.
Okay. Trousers is feeling good. Trousers doesn't let that heckling get to him, mostly because he doesn't speak common, but he's a confident frog.
I
that
do
he
speak
goes.
frog though.
He's going. He'll do one hop and then another hop.
Whoa.
I'm inspired.
And he's at least a hop and a half ahead of the other frogs. The
Leapfrog.
students begin cheering for the frog that they've chosen. You hear more students start placing bets. You hear one orc. He's like, I've got 5 gold on the one with a cape. And you hear another student, maybe a halfling. He goes, "I'll take that belt, but I've got one on the one with the monocle." Yeah, and they're betting. Does anybody want to place bets?
Yeah,
It's been 2 months So we've been working. We have some money.
I already
gold.
put 2 Bardic Inspiration on ours, so yeah, I'm putting 10 gold down.
You
Jeez.
10 gold on trousers.
Oh, absolutely. I'm Team Trousers here.
So
I think it's-
excited about this. I'm
Illegal for me to bet. I throw the race. I bet on the Cape Frog.
I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on Hazel. No, I'm just kidding.
I am gonna say that you're a little too busy with coaching
Yeah.
to place bets right now. All right, so you've got 10 gold on the line. Anybody else want to add to that?
I'll do 2 gold.
2 gold.
My character's a compulsive gambler, so
Oh, that's I can work with that. That sounds fun to me.
he's a bard. I mean, like he's a
yeah.
yeah,
art
makes
school.
sense. Yeah, art school,
All right,
drugs, gambling. Yeah,
3 gold.
for me, yeah.
you can do
All right.
more than that.
I could, but
No, I've already written it down, and this is
We're
an
not all
pen.
rich like
You can't
Hazel.
erase it, so this is great.
I was gonna say I'm not gonna do what I could. We'll see.
All right. You hear the student heckling you, Hazel. He's been very quickly hushed. There's a very large student who you don't quite see, but you see a massive hand. It comes over this heckling student's face, and he just disappears into the crowd. And people are now cheering your name, Hazel, Hazel, Hazel. Give me a animal handling with advantage.
All right. Animal handling with advantage. And I'm glad I had advantage. 18.
18. All right. Trousers makes one more hop, but this one's a really long hop. He's nearly to that finish line. He's closed that distance in a matter of moments. The other frogs are hopping timidly behind him, and then you see that one with the cape. It springs forward, and almost in like slow motion, you see that hop, that one with the cape. It springs forward, and it lands about a frog's length ahead of Trousers. He's so close to crossing that finish line. This is it. Give me one more animal handling.
Bardic Inspiration. I'm playing my fiddle hard, man. I'm going to town on this thing.
And I don't have advantage anymore, right?
Not on this one, but you have that inspiration.
All right. 15 plus 2, 17.
So without you having to do anything, you see Trousers kind of look over at the caped frog, and Trousers kind of like hops onto the caped frog and vaults over him, leapfrogging the frog, crossing the finish line. Fire Jolt Cafe erupts into cheers for Trousers, and now people are chanting, Trousers, Trousers, Trousers. Bacchus,
Yes.
you win 40 gold.
Wow.
Right. It pays to have
Califax,
an addictive personality.
just this once it does.
Right.
Surely
Califax,
it
you
will
won
never
8
backfire.
gold. And Minnie, you won 12. Hazel, you are given the winnings of your prize frog. Trousers has earned you 30 gold pieces.
Just rolling in the gold, Hazel.
Oh.
Of course, it's the nature guy who has really no need for it. You know, the druid.
Well, thank
So
you.
these vibrantly colored frogs, they're now now that nobody's coaxing them down the lane, you see some of the other coaches, they're kind of they're bummed, and they're consoling each other. They all come up to you, Hazel, and they shake your hand. Good game, man, good game. You're getting pats on the back. It was a very short-lived moment, but easily one of the most memorable moments that this cafe has ever seen, and people are really just basking in that. People are now milling about. Aaliyah has one of your coworkers, come to mop up the chalk. And as you guys are kind of like talking to the other students and gathering your winnings, you guys see one of the frogs. It's kind of shaking its head. The orange one is just kind of like something might be wrong with it. And one of its eyes bulges out of its head. It grows 4 times its size. And then the other one, 4 times its size. So now it's this frog with massive eyes. And then one leg shoots out 4 times larger than it should be. And you notice all the frogs are growing inexplicably. And they look crazed. They're now shaking their heads as they grow. They're making the little frog noises, just and now they're all much larger frogs. Their cute little ensembles have been ripped and they lay on the ground.
No,
Too small to now be accommodated by these massive frog forms. And all the students just freeze in shock. You hear somebody goes, "What the heck?" And all 4 frogs turn on you guys.
best day ever.
Roll initiative.
I knew using all my bardic inspiration wouldn't come and bite me in the ass.
This is like that one game where we were playing with Jeff, and Jeff used up every single spell slot just trying to convince somebody to give him some magical item that he never got. And then when combat happened, he hid under a table the entire time. 18, 8. Minnie, you got 1?
I rolled a 2, and I had to subtract 1
No.
because
Bum,
it's
bum,
stuck there.
ba-dum.
It's a good thing Hazel's nimble.
Is he though?
We're still level
Wait for
1,
his
right?
size, too.
Yeah.
We didn't.
You-
Okay,
You
just
are
making
still
sure.
level 1.
Cool. Well, I mean, not cool, but hey, I mean,
No,
You
I
can roll.
disagree. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Most of my characters I played, I try to be small characters that are super high in dexterity and kind of chaotic. And now I'm like this minotaur that lumbers around.
I'm coming, guys.
Okay.
those are the fun ones.
So they do all retain their color. So you're still dealing with the red, the blue, the violet, and the orange frogs, but now they are just beefy. They
What
stand
color
about
was-
as tall as you guys do almost, and they're quite wide.
Yeah. What color was
the-
trouser?
Was that?
What color was trousers?
Trouser was...
Was he blue? If it's the same way you listed it, you listed red, blue, violet, orange, and then you list cape, trouser, bow tie,
Yes.
top hat. Okay, so blue.
Yep, he is the blue one. So the red frog. The red frog lashes out at you first, and he lashes out at Califax. And he's gonna try and bite down on you. Does a 10 hit?
Does not.
Ha!
Yeah, he kind of like lashes out at you, but his size still confuses him, so he doesn't quite know what to do. He knocks himself into a table and recoils from that. And the bite does not find landing at all.
How big did
Trouse-
you say they were? I'm so sorry. How big are they?
Huh?
How big?
Huge.
Like we're looking
You're-
up at them?
No, you're at eye level with them,
Okay. Sorry. I'm just trying. We're good.
but that's a big old frog right there. Hazel.
Yeah,
Trousers lunges at you. Does a 7 hit?
it does not.
Trousers begins lunging at you, and he kind of stops, and you see his big old bulging eyes. His one pupil super thin, the other one super large, and you can see him trying to concentrate on you. He looks like he might recognize you, and you watch his pupils switch in size, like he's He's like something's come over him and he's trying to fight it. That's going to put it at your turn.
All right. How close are all these frogs to each other?
They're all practically side, but like since they've grown, they're now within 5 feet of each other.
All right. Then I will want them all to go ahead and make a strength saving throw for me, please.
Okay.
Some vines come from the floor and begin wrapping around them. And unfortunately, whoever else stands in that area. Hopefully,
Oh no.
all the people
The
standing by
people
have
dispersed
evacuated.
pretty
Okay, good.
easily. Let's see. The red frog gets a 15.
They just need to beat a 13.
Beat a 13?
Yeah.
Red frog passes. Trousers fails. The violet frog also fails, and so does the orange frog. The red frog is the only one that passes.
All right. That'll be my turn.
All right. Are they now
They are
what's
currently
the status?
they're restrained.
Restrained. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And they can make a strength check on their turn to try to break free.
Okay. Cool. That's exactly what the violet frog is going to do, and he's going to fail. And so is the orange frog. Frogs do not roll well, apparently, especially when they're crazed and confused. Bacchus.
All righty then. How far away am I from them?
I would say you're less than 10 feet.
Less than 10 feet. All right. Well, I'm going to back up a little bit because, yeah, who fights melee in this school?
Some
Hey.
it is offered as a course. They have defense courses. They have ranged courses. They do have combat. They have combat classes. They want to get you as much learning as possible.
All right. So I'm going to take which one? How many of them didn't get secured by his entangling roots? One didn't?
Just one. It's the glowing red one.
I'm going to cast Hideous Laughter on him,
Okay.
and I need him to make a wisdom saving throw.
He 14.
He passes. He didn't
All right.
find me very funny.
No, you see his head. He kind of as if he heard something. But that's it.
What's the deal with these giant frogs? Anyways, that ends my turn.
All right, Califax.
My humor was a little old.
Can I roll for like seeing if there's anything that's causing this to happen in the room? Just
Let's see. Go ahead and give me an animal handling check.
sweet. 16 plus 6, so 22.
Yeah. Which one are you focusing on?
I'm focusing on the one that just kind of went to try to attack me.
Okay.
So I'm kind of facing that one. I'm assuming I'm facing that one.
That would be the red one.
Yeah.
You kind of describe what you're doing when you're focusing on this frog.
Yeah, he just kind of lunged past me. He's kind of like just disoriented from hitting something else after lunging past me. He can't quite understand what he's doing with his mouth and his face. He's kind of large, but I'm trying to focusing on why is he getting bigger? What's his skin kind of getting to? Is he getting kind of aggressive or just kind of being froggy towards us?
Okay. Yeah,
Froggy.
you kind of you hold up a hand toward him, as if you were Chris Pratt and he was an extinct dinosaur, and he kind of focuses on your hand, and as you move closer, you can see his crazed pupils as they enlarge and shrink. That they kind of start to even out as he's focusing on you. and then he lets out one, and he shrinks back to regular size, and now he's just a little red frog, just
And
kind of on the ground.
And I pick him up and I go, "That's okay. We'll get you your what was he wearing? A cape. Your cape soon. Well, we get your cape, buddy. Get your cape."
Yeah, he doesn't really respond to you, but he's docile now.
He's
he
doing
lets
it
you pick
in
him
my
up.
own imagination. He's going, "Okay, man. Thanks, man.
Yeah,
You're my best friend now."
he does seem to enjoy being picked up.
And I look over at Hazel and I say, Hazel, you know this stuff, right? He's calm now. Look at him. He's so cute.
I'm gonna call that one your turn.
Yeah. Yep.
Minnie.
Yo.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm going to go to another frog and I'm going to cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna be like, "Hey friend, hey, you're okay.
Got a headache.
Oh no. What's going on? You were small and now you're big."
No, I shouldn't be.
We're gonna do some breathing techniques, okay? In through your nose, out through your mouth.
Give me an animal handling check.
Oh, I was about to roll, but we have the same. What is my plus? Oh, plus. It's 14.
Which one are you talking to?
I know I didn't specify. The one that was in front of me, I'm assuming it might be trousers, but I could be wrong.
Pick a color. Blue, violet, or orange.
Orange. Just one that's not even an option. Orange.
Cool. Yeah, you work on breathing exercises with the orange frog for a little bit. Bringing it back to trousers. Trousers is still restrained. What a fun spell. Hazel, what are you doing?
I will go ahead and say, "It's all right, buddy. You can calm down a bit. It's not that big of a deal. We're not here to hurt you."
Make an animal handling.
I'd give you inspiration, but I used them
don't
all
need
up.
it. I got a crit, so 25.
Oh.
Heck yeah.
And he just kind of relaxes, and you see trousers shrink back to regular size, and he kind of he looks around at all the entangle around him, and he just kind of like hops his way through it and out of it, and he comes up to your feet.
That'll be me.
Right. The violet frog makes one huge leap out of the entanglement. He leaps over your heads and he lands behind you guys, turning, and you just hear. He doesn't seem happy.
Violet, you're turning violent.
You're working on your breathing with the orange frog, and you see the orange frog has taken a couple breaths. No, and he bites at you.
I'm going to cast silvery barbs, so you need to
already
roll
had-
at this.
He already
okay.
has disadvantage. Unless
Okay,
he is
never
broken
mind.
free.
I definitely didn't roll for disadvantage, but dang it, I would have hit her.
Would you
Unless,
have?
unless a 7 hits. Does a 7 hit?
It does not.
Dang it. Okay. The orange one says no, and his tongue lashes out at you, and you're able to block it away with one massive minotaur hand.
Yeah, -1 dexterity.
Yeah. Bacchus.
Yes. So I already cast silvery barbs. Oh my gosh, I don't want to hurt him. All the rest of my spells hurt him. So
Sing the
who's
song.
next? Who's next in the initiative?
I think I am.
Califax.
I'm gonna
And I have a
give
red
it.
frog in my hand.
Okay.
He's carrying the red frog
Captain
Okay.
Hoppers.
named Cape Frog.
Oh,
I'm
have
going to
Captain
give
Hoppers.
my advantage to, or you know what? I can't talk to frogs. I can't talk to animals or do anything cool like that because I'm just a bard. So I'm going to give my advantage to Califax that I got from Silvery Barbs. And you do your Chris Pratt thing again, man. Because I would
Okay.
feel really bad if I actually attacked this frog. Like, it would cause me to lose sleep.
I look over at the violet frogs on the table on the counter, and the orange one just tried to attack Minnie.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. And Matt, Bacchus, you're finished.
Yeah, I'm finished. I'm done.
Okay.
And you got advantage on whatever you're doing.
Sweet. I'm going to with Cape Frog. Let's take safely tucked. Now, come on, buddy. Let's go talk to your other friends. I look over at the orange frog, and I kind of say, hey man, sun's getting real low. It's kind of start my hand out. It's kind of calm yourself down, buddy. It's okay.
Okay. Animal
And then-
handling.
And I have advantage on this one. Well, I've just rolled a 22 and then a 23.
Yeah. You see its massive pupils just kind of cross and then shrink, and then so too does the entire frog just kind of begin to shrink back down to regular size.
Now let's go get your top hat back, buddy. I pick up the other frog, and I have a frog in each hand now, so I'm rendering myself completely useless.
You now have a frog in each hand.
Yeah.
Minnie.
Yo. Minnie feels like this is a repeat of the Mimic all over again, and her self-esteem just hasn't been getting better, you guys. But she definitely doesn't want to hurt the frogs. So
And-
is the violet one that's left or the orange one? I'm sorry.
A violet.
Violet.
And I look at you, I see you kind of down, and I go, Mr. Cape Frog thinks you're going to do great, Minnie.
Thanks, Mr. Cape Frog. It's really good to hear. And then I just I don't know. I kind of looked at what I think I saw Hazel and Califax doing. And from what I saw, they just kind of went up and talked to them in soothing tones with their animal handling skills and tried to soothe them. So she's going to try that too. And I think speak with beasts. Is that still going or is that ended now? So I'm trying to read the thing.
Should.
It's gone?
No, you should still have it.
It's
No,
just-
you should have it.
Cool. So I'm going to just keep going. And I'm going to be she does a quick power pose. And then she goes over to the violet one and she just hey, dude, everything's okay. We've got you. Once you shrink down, we'll give you all the flies. We've got your back, bud. All the flies and tasty num-nums. Because I don't know what else frogs eat.
Make an animal handling with advantage.
Fingers. They eat fingers.
7. No, my goodness. With advantage, it was 11. Without advantage, it was a crit fail.
The frog kind of looks at you, crazed, and it speaks back to you. Too angry.
Angry, is that what it said?
Too angry, yeah.
Oh, okay. Don't do breathing practices. It doesn't work.
Hazel.
I just want to make sure no one's in my vines anymore, right?
No one's what?
In my vines anymore.
Correct. Nobody's in the vines anymore.
I'll go ahead and drop that. And for my action here, I'm going to go ahead and cast. I have the wrong thing open. I'm going to go ahead and cast Detect Magic just to see if the one remaining Violet Frog seems to be under effect of a spell.
Yes, it is under the effects of a spell.
Do I know what school of magic it is?
Looks up August. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Of course, me.
Toad liquor.
What?
Hey, you guys need to stop spying on what I do in my free time.
Halifax cider frogs.
Transmutation.
Transmutation. All right, I'll just let everyone know. It seems. I'll also look around to see if any of the other frogs have any remnants of magic or any magic at all.
The only other magic that the other frogs, the now smaller ones, have are the ones that make them fun colors.
And the
Oh, yeah, there
magical
is a school
friendship.
that only made things big and small as like what they studied. Which is weird. Sorry, continue.
What?
Nothing. It's fine, DM. Shh.
I'll just let the party know. It seems something is affecting this frog. That'll be my turn.
You mean frogs just don't randomly get the size of
There's a
minotaurs?
spell. There's a spell affecting
Oh,
this frog.
okay.
Sorry, to clarify.
Mini,
Yo,
19 to hit.
why? I chose a character with a high AC and you're all 1920, 1920. Yes.
What do you mean 1920, 1920?
That's what
This is the
happened last
highest roll that this thing has had
I'm
the
just kidding.
whole game.
Minnie just rips off her chainmail and throws
It
around.
opens its giant frog mouth and it bites at you and it pulls you into its frog mouth, and now just your legs are outside of its mouth kicking.
Guys,
And,
I'm learning so much for science.
and you take 6 damage.
The frog really had a hankering for beef.
Where's the beef?
You are blinded and restrained.
Where's the beef?
Bacchus.
All right, you know what? I'm going to take something. I realize that I've been taking those LARPing classes, so all of a sudden I know how to deal with animals because I'm an expert in this. So I'm going to look at this frog and I'm going to just change my voice a little bit here.
This is to the one who just swallowed up my friend Minnie. Hey, if you could just let go of her there for a minute, we can be cool. We can be cool, man. Just spit out my friend and just get small again, Mr. Froggy.
In that order.
Make an animal handling check.
All right, there we go. That would be a 19.
Yeah. It spits out Minnie just right there onto the floor, and it kind of and then just kind of shrinks back.
I pick him up.
Yeah.
Hey, Bacchus, nice frogs.
Which one is this?
Also,
This was the
did you
violet
guys hear that frog talk? Looking at Bacchus's frog, like
I didn't hear nothing. I mean, I pick up the frog. I point it towards Minnie. I'm like, who just got spelled. Like, Minnie, I think it likes you.
I just like stare. Like,
All right, you guys are out of initiative.
ooh.
How did the voice come through on there? The little voice mod thing.
Yeah,
I wanted to try that.
that was pretty legit. Who was that? Sam Elliott?
No, it was just romantic. I just clicked the one that said romantic. I'm like, I'm going to seduce this frog.
well,
It-
so DM romance is Sam Elliott, so this worked
Yeah.
out.
I'm sorry that the man has such a soothing timbre.
I'm going to have to go back and watch this now.
Yeah.
Before like we get too far away from like where we're at, can we look around and see if it looks like there's anybody hanging back that might have been casting spells or watching like serial killers or sometimes come back to scene of the crime? See how it's
Give
going.
me a perception check.
Perception.
Yes. Perception.
14.
You look around and you don't see anybody who looks like they might currently be casting a spell, but what you become all of a sudden aware of is just a crowd of students cheering and chanting your guys' names. And
You're in my
it
way.
doesn't sound great because some of them are chanting Hazel, Hazel. Some of them are chanting Califax, Califax. Some of them are chanting Bacchus, 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 Bacchus. And then you have like a group off to the side who are like sing chanting Minnie Moo, Minnie Moo. And like everybody is just like celebrating you guys and your bestment of these frogs.
Yeah.
What, did you not like my chants for Minnie
No,
Moo?
it was so cute. She's just embarrassed because she got eaten by a frog almost.
Yeah,
she's
but
like, "That was
before that, you smacked the frog's tongue right out of the air.
No, that's right.
People really liked that.
Minnie Moo's just gonna be real honest, like once the crowds start to disperse and just be like, guys, I haven't said anything the last 2 months because I was hoping to prove myself, but have you guys heard of the moon songs? It's a long line of minotaurs. They were the original defenders of the labyrinth. And that's me, guys, but I'm not good at it. So they took away the in song. And now I'm just a moo. And I'm here. When I get back the in song, but I don't know. I gotta get better at these battles.
Well, that's why we're at school, to learn. Don't worry about it.
I thought you did pretty good there. You just distracted that frog there long enough.
That's what I was doing.
You're a good distraction, Minnie.
That's what I thought you were doing. You were tanking him. That's what I thought it was. It was some cleric tanking mood.
It wasn't.
During
But
this
it's
whole
fine.
Color me surprised.
Is that like a fuchsia?
during this whole conversation, Califax is just behind him talking to like the frogs talk to each other like they're little mannequin action figures.
All right. So you guys have a long weekend ahead of you. Your very first big exam is going to be at the start of your class week. What would you guys like to do over the weekend?
Study.
Study.
Okay, great.
Get Bill slots back.
Tell me
hang out
how
on the
you're
quad.
studying. How and where are you studying?
The biblioplex where all the books are.
Okay, great. Good choice indeed.
And
Now,
I've got note cards. I'm having flashbacks to when I was at school.
now note cards. Does that mean you're kind of studying solo? Are you a solo studier?
Oh, I would so welcome a study companion, but if nobody's gonna come, I'm in that they can meet me there.
Oh, I need a study companion because, obviously my character has severe ADHD being an art student. So, cannot study by himself at all.
I hope we get really angry comments. Not all art students have ADHD. What's that?
I'll have the spray bottle for when he gets distracted.
Yes.
So, Bacchus, Minnie, anybody else?
Yeah, Hazel has.
Hazel.
Probably have to a lot of questions as he's still kind of new to this whole school thing.
Califax went out to the quad to go hang out with his friends, but realized they're all inside studying, so he goes inside studying, but gets there about 3 hours later.
Okay, cool. So you guys all study together. That's fantastic. I would please like each of you to roll a D20.
Don't add anything to it.
No, don't add anything to it. Just give me a D20.
I'm gonna pass these classes, baby. Let's go.
We believe in you, Calfix.
I got some Adderall in my bag for you. It's magic Adderall.
Don't mix it
I
up.
need to
with
wash
your
my
mushrooms
hands
you want
first.
to try.
I'm just touching 2 frogs.
Okay. Great. You all study over the long weekend. You guys are in the biblioplex. You find little study tables where you can all kind of huddle around each other for, flashcards and trivia about your current subject, which is magical physiologies. You guys have been given the prompt that you will be on exam day. Your group is going to be presented with one species of magical creature, and you guys will need to give as many facts as possible about the creature. You do not know which creature it is. So you guys are going through books after book after book after book, and I need one person to please make a perception check for me.
I have a
Probably
pretty high
the
perception score. In
I mean, I
general.
can.
I'm not going to say numbers, but I mean, want to give me a high five? That's about what my.
I'll also give you a high five.
Okay, good. Perception. That's what it is. Cool. It's really good.
May I?
I just need a perception check from
Okay,
somebody.
In the chat.
All
Oh,
right.
that's fantastic. Califax, while everybody studies, you're kind of the angsty one,
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to just you just need to get away for a moment. You collect your thoughts. And you begin
My
kind
toothpick.
of walking the bookshelves, and you're just kind of browsing books, seeing if anything might be helpful. And
Picking
you hear
things.
Califax, you hear a small voice. You hear a small hushed voice a couple book aisles over, and it says, that was a really nasty trick with the frogs. Did you have something to do with the mimic 2 months ago? And then you hear another voice. Yes. And we'll stop as soon as we find what we're looking for. In the meantime, I expect you to keep quiet.
I'm gonna try to get closer to these people.
Ooh, give me a stealth roll.
20 dirty.
Yeah, you kind of you head to the end of an aisle, and you start sneaking up closer and closer. You're like right around the corner from the shelf. You can hear them pretty well now, but you can't see them. And you hear the smaller voice. I left the group a really long time ago. You guys are you're a little unbalanced, and I really don't want you here. When can you leave? What do you want? When will you find it? I'm gonna get in trouble if I'm seen speaking with you guys.
Do I recognize this voice at all? The small voice?
Ooh, give me a perception check.
sounds like Morty.
Perception. I got 13.
You do recognize this voice. This is the voice of a young owlin from one of your classes. His name is Javanus Stoutclaw. And the voice responds to him, as soon as we find the blood of the dragon, we'll be gone.
Old Califax would have pushed the bookshelves over or something.
Naturally.
He's just, but he actually has a group now that he actually trusts and not stab him in the back like all those times before. So I sneakily go back to my group. I kind of leave this and I go back to my group and
Cool.
I just bust in. Sorry.
Give me another stealth check.
Sneaky. Natural 20.
Yeah, you stealth away so quickly and so silently that even Robert doesn't notice. He just keeps playing with his mustache.
I don't
Hell,
hear myself walk.
Yeah, you arrive back at the group. They're in the middle of talking about a mystical creature that you missed most of.
Holy crap, guys! Guess what?
I know, it's really crazy that it has that weird, strange horn from the side of his head. What? Sorry?
What? No. I just heard. What? Oh no! The frogs! I know the frogs.
What about the frog?
I found out they were actually not supposed to be that big.
you don't
We
say.
already knew that.
No kidding.
No.
You guys, I
figured
found out the door opens.
He doesn't have that high of intelligence, okay? I found out there's a guy who made them bigger, and I think I know who's working with.
Oh, who do you think it is?
Okay,
Yeah, it's one of the feather guys from one of my classes. Like
that narrows it down a
Jaden
notch.
Stoutclaw.
Stout Claw?
Yeah. I think which class is he in again?
He doesn't seem to be that. I mean, actually, yeah. Is he in the same class as me and Califax? or-
He is in the same class as. Sorry, I have forgotten who I put in shared classes and who I did
My
not.
pen died.
No.
I'm with everyone at
He-
least once.
He is in the class that you share with Minnie Moo, Ecology and You / Nurturing Nature.
Yeah, I look at Minnie Moo. He's in our class, our Monday class.
Is he the cute one?
I don't really like birds like that.
Is he a bird?
He's an owlin.
Oh, there you go. Not my type. Never mind. Not my type. Okay. I don't like birds like that.
But
Have you ever had to say that before?
He has actually.
well, the other yeah.
All right.
The other guy, they're looking for like the blood of the dragon. I don't know.
Oh no.
The other guy
that
sounded
sounds
like
not
big.
great.
No.
Is he still around?
I don't know. You wanna go check out?
Clinks a little bit in her seat. No. I don't think I'm gonna for that.
Through our studying, do we have any idea? Do we read about blood of dragons and if it has any special properties we should know about? Because I assume dragons would be kind of up there for things we would read about.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a. Go ahead and give me either a. Oh man, I don't even. Hold on.
Arcana?
What's your
Would
best
it be
stat? Hazel?
Arcana?
Animal handling, perception.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
I was like, it fits.
All right, -1. Here we go. 2. I wasn't paying attention when we went over dragons. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, no, you guys haven't. It's your first year at Strixhaven, and you're only 2 months in. You guys haven't covered dragons yet. You don't know much about them except that they do, in fact, have blood.
You narrowed it down.
So, yes.
Not an artifact, guys. I know that much.
Well, if he was doing nefarious things with those frogs, I would hate to see what he could do if he had dragon's blood.
That's a good point. Did they say where they were?
He might make even bigger frogs.
Dragon frogs.
Guys,
Oh
I don't
god.
know if I could handle being eaten by an even bigger frog. I'm gonna be honest with you.
All I know is like he said Stoutclaw said that he like was part of the group, but then he left the group. Then the group came back to him.
And did they say what this group was?
It was just his group. That's what I heard. I was hiding behind books.
I don't know. We should infiltrate that group. Which one of us is the coolest that could be accepted in there? She kind of throws her hair back.
Oh, most definitely, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Or, we could just spy on them, or we
Yeah,
could learn
I mean-
about dragons. We could learn about dragons on our own. And then she bounces and runs to go find a dragon books and lets them discuss what's happening.
I was
she-
gonna say we could talk together in class.
She gets up and she runs off, armor clanking the whole way. And as you guys watch her leave, you hear another voice behind you. Califax Akvir? Califax Akvir.
Oh crap!
Hi. 2 months ago, you checked out a book from the Biblioplex library and you have not returned it. It is officially, as of today, 4 weeks overdue. So you can return the book and pay your late fees, or you can keep the book and eventually owe more late fees.
Can I turn around and look at this person?
Oh yeah, I assumed that you already turned around during the
I was like, oh, crap. I was like, there.
He just kept his back to him like an edgelord. Like, yeah.
You turn around and you look up at this hulking 7 foot tall orc named Urzmektok.
Flirt with her. Just kidding. You
Roll
said
for
not into orcs,
seduction.
you into orcs.
Right.
We're not doing seduction in this campaign. It's not.
Oh.
This might be college, but you do that out of game.
Sorry, I'm out of ideas, guys.
Urzmektok looks down at you. You recognize him. He's from your Witherbloom campus. You've seen him around, but he's waiting on a response.
I say, oh man, hey Urs, I forgot I had that book completely.
It's
I'm
Urzmektok.
so sorry. What?
It's Urzmektok.
That's why I said Urs.
Urzmektok.
Earth.
I would appreciate it if you used my full name by which
Urzmektok.
my parents have christened me.
I'm sorry, Urs McTalk. I really, I was trying to be, just be friendly with you. I just as fellow Witherbloom students.
Uh-huh. Look, I'm sorry to rush this along, Califax Akvir, but I am here to do a job, and that job is to procure either gold or a book. Ideally, both.
Oh, let's go return the book. You and I. Let's go. And I get up, put my backpack on, and say, let's go, Urs McTalk.
Great. Let's go return a book. I hope you have the funds available to repay your fees.
And I look over at as we're walking, I'm looking for Stout Claw.
Yeah, you're kind of looking around for Stout Claw. You don't see him anywhere. So Minnie has run off for a book. Califax has followed the orc over to repay his fees and return the book. Hazel and Bacchus, what are you guys doing?
You guys can talk about Califax and Minnie now that we're not around, and you guys can talk about how you really feel about them. We won't pay any attention.
Man, so glad those nerds are gone, guys.
Oh gosh, I resent that comment. Pushes the glasses, the sunglasses back. So this lumbering orc just took Califax off to pay for a late fee. How much was he charging him for?
You don't know that.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Califax, you actually want to pay that thing?
Not really.
I got you, bro. I got you. I follow Halifax because I'm just a real homie.
All right.
I got an idea.
Okay. You're going to follow Halifax, leaving Hazel all alone at the table. Hazel, you begin kind of reading your book. And give me a perception check.
A 22.
As you're reading your book and trying to study a bit more, you see coming from the shelves that Califax had gone over to and returned from earlier, you see a tall figure in a long dark robe. He's much too old to be a student here, and he does not wear the typical garb that a professor or a staff member would wear.
Is he approaching or just standing near it?
He's walking by. It looks like he's headed to the exit.
I will grab my book I was currently reading and kind of just say, well, I don't want to just study in the library by myself. Might as well go back to my dorm. And I'll start following the black figure. I say that out loud very performatically.
Give me a performance check on that one.
Of course, that's one of your stronger stats, right?
Yes. -1, 10.
Okay. Yeah. So you grab your stuff, and how close do you want to be to this guy?
Oh, I don't want to like be on his on the heels or anything like that. I'm just going to be following him a good 30 feet away or so.
Okay. As you follow him to the front of the building, he leaves out the main entrance, and you following 30 feet behind him, you follow him through the entrance, and as you get outside, he's gone.
Mystery. Intrigue.
All right. I'll go in quickly. Oh no. It's been a weekend, right? So I have my spell slots back.
Yeah. So this is. I'm going to say that you guys have been studying pretty much the whole weekend. Tomorrow is your exam.
Okay, I'll go and detect magic real fast. Okay. It's not going to be ritual or anything like that, so it's going to be instant cast just to see if I detect any magic around me.
You do not detect any magic.
All right. I was like, must have been just seeing shadows. And then I'll actually legitimately go back to my dorm.
All right. You head back to your dorm. Bacchus and Califax. Califax, you've arrived at the front desk with Urzmaktok, and he's talking to the clerk. He says, "I've brought you Califax Akavir. He's here to return his book and to pay his late fees."
Hold on now, Urzmaktok. My full name.
Califax Akavir?
The third. My father and his father were all named Califax Akavir.
Oh, my deepest apologies, Califax Akavir III. I did not realize that there was a suffix to your name. My deepest apologies. I mean no disrespect, and I will, of course, continue to remember to add the third to the end of your name.
And I just look him in the eye and I say, shake him in the hand, like, you're a good man.
You, I believe, are also a good man, and you'd be a better man if you paid your late fees.
I'm going to walk in at that moment, seeing this. Hey there, Urzmaktok. How you doing there, buddy?
Who are you?
You didn't get the invitation to the party last night. We didn't see you there, man.
I did not get an invitation to a party.
We sent it to you. Why weren't you there? What happened?
Where did you send it, and to who?
We sent it to Urzmaktok. At least that's the way that I addressed it to, you know.
What was the last name?
I'm sorry there, buddy. I don't know the last name. I just sent it to Urzmaktok.
There are 6 Urzmaktoks in my dormitory alone. It's quite possible that one of the other charlatans got my invitation.
See, none of them. I meant to send it to you there, buddy. You know, a lot of us were sad we didn't see you at the LARP group. You know, haven't been showing up lately.
Oh, well, I have been rather busy, and I suppose I should make more time for my, my de-stressing time at LARP group. I do miss LARPing. I'll be at the next one, I promise you.
You'll be there? You know what? I'm
be
glad to hear that, man. You know, I'm glad to hear that. Califax, we got to get back to studying here, there, buddy. You know.
Oh yeah, that's really studying's very important.
We got that exam.
Wait, Califax Akvir III. You still have to return your book and pay your late fees.
Oh, and there's a clerk there, right?
Yeah, there's a clerk there, and he is rather unamused. But watching the whole interaction, you get the feeling that Urzmektok is often, of this energy, and it can be rather draining on the people around him.
I look over at Urzmektok and I say, "Man, you must be so busy with everything you're doing. I'm going to be here. I'm going to pay I'm going to talk to the clerk and we'll get everything all settled. And I really look forward to seeing you at the LARP group later on." Urzmektok.
Califax Akvir III, are you in the LARP group?
Bacchus is one of my my very good questing buddies. We've actually been on some numerous adventures together.
Oh, well that sounds incredibly fun to have a partner to go adventuring with.
He sings some songs and I handle some animals. It's a gale time.
You should join us one of these times, Urzmektok. I think you'd make a great addition. I've seen you go,
Well, do you truly mean it?
Oh, absolutely,
Roll me perception.
Perception or persuasion? Okay, perception.
Or sorry, persuasion. You're right.
All right.
Which one's higher? Do that one.
Yeah,
Definitely persuasion.
I had a long day at work and my brain does not work. So yeah, persuasion. Roll me persuasion.
Okay, Dr. Seuss. I'll let you do persuasion.
I'm going to use my inspiration from last game. I rolled an 18.
Well, I would love that. I would truly love to join you on a LARPing adventure. If you need one, I can be a rather effective healer. I come with lots of balms and potions and a stick of healing, which is where I whack you with it and you're healed, and it's a lot of fun. People don't like it, but I do.
I can't see why they don't like that.
I tell you what, Califax Akvir III, if you just return the book, I think I can waive the late fees just this once.
Urzmektok, you are indeed a fine healer, and we shall quest together soon.
I truly look forward to it.
And I dig into my bag and I find the book that I've forgotten is in there. And I look over at Bacchus and say, "Hey, Bacchus, isn't that like that really famous singer?" And I give the book back to the clerk.
He chases him.
Nope.
Go chasing waterfalls.
I just all of a sudden disappeared. Okay, what I missed? What were you saying?
Absolutely nothing.
Bacchus isn't that? And then I booped.
So do you give him the book?
Yes.
All right. He takes the book and he wishes you both well. Minnie, you're looking for a book on dragons?
Yes.
Literally any book on dragons, or are you looking for some?
Try to find all the books on dragons she can about their history, their biology, anything we know about dragons. She's looking.
You have found so many books on dragons. Seeing as how the school Strixhaven was founded by 5 dragons.
Well, this one.
It has been very easy to ensure that there would be no shortage of dragon knowledge
Sweet.
available to the students at this school.
Well, then I would want to know about like the magic of dragons and the like so books about their special magic, and then anything about like just like those books on basic like animal facts, like what this is about them. I don't know.
Dragons for Dummies.
Thank you. That works. What is that magazine that used to go out? Not Zootopias. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do remember Zoo Books. It was just called Zoo Books.
Yeah. So anything like that.
Yeah. Roll me a D10.
Oh, switching it up. It is a 9.
Yeah, you find a book called Treasury of Dragons.
Sounds important.
It's written by it's just one name, Fizban. And you take that, you check out the book.
I do check out the book, and then I take it up to the clerk's desk, and then I take it home. Just kidding. Do you get it?
Yeah, I super get it.
Okay. Yeah, great. And then, well, first I glance to see if everybody's still at the table.
No, the table is completely empty.
But don't you run into us at the clerk's desk?
Well, I don't know. Where did you guys go after you left the clerk's desk?
I think we're going to try to head back to the table.
The table was empty. Hazel left. Hazel's gone.
I don't know that. So we're kind of like, we're heading back.
Yeah, no, you get there. You head back to the table. Hazel's gone.
Okay, Hazel's gone.
Table's empty.
Okay. Did Minnie take her stuff?
Yes.
I would have left real fast to go to the books, assuming my friend stayed at the table. I didn't realize it took me so long to do that.
So Hazel just abandoned all your stuff there?
Yeah, I didn't realize.
I'm just kidding. It's all good. I'll go back to the table and just wait a few minutes to make sure nobody completely ditched me. And
I was
if
going to
they
go
show
back
up,
and
then
just
yay.
put my feet up on the table and just look at something and just kind of fall asleep.
Okay. Califax falls asleep studying.
Taking up very valuable study space in the library before final exams.
I'll go wake up Califax.
You're that guy.
Holy! Hey!
And it kind of like flashed the book at him a little bit, like to the side, like I found the important book that we're gonna learn more about. But also, we have an exam tomorrow.
I had a weirdest dream I was going to be a LARPer.
Yeah, you kind of can't back out of that one there, buddy.
Oh, crap.
You're a LARPer now.
Okay. So you guys, you end of the day, you've studied your little hearts out. And on the next day, regular classes have been postponed. The exam schedule kind of flips everybody's classes on their heads. So normally when you guys would meet for your magical physiologies class at the end of the week, due to the exam schedule that all the classes have agreed on, you guys are now moving to the front of the week. So you start off your week with the ever so fun exam. When you arrive, each group is handed a small envelope. It is explained that in this envelope is the name of a race that you must provide the details for. If you provide enough satisfactory details to the examiner, you will pass the class, or you will pass the exam. If you fall short, you will be graded on what you did know, and your grade will fluctuate from there. You guys, when you open your envelope, the race that you guys have to talk about is the Slotty. So go ahead, tell me all about the Slotty. No Googling. I'm just kidding. I'm absolutely just kidding.
Probably. How many silent letters are in Slotty? Actually,
How would you use it in a sentence?
The creature that you must speak about is the Slotty. That's the sentence.
And what's the etymology of the word?
It's not a bug, so I don't know. So you guys are given the Slotty. You're given a little bit of time to congregate, to discuss what you know about Slotties, what you remember about Slotties. And after 10 minutes of prep time, an examiner comes over. He's got a clipboard. He's got a little feather pen with an inkwell attached to the clipboard that he dips the pen in, and he's jotting down notes. He takes all of your names, and then he says, "All right, tell me about the Slotty." And I'm going to ask one of you guys to give me an Arcana check.
I can do that.
That's good. 'cause
Words.
I might not be one for that task.
We're in school. I don't think no one picked an intelligence-based class.
I actually stacked up on intelligence for that very reason. I just rolled a 17.
Woo!
And
Don't let the accent fool you.
Yeah. So you came well prepared. Right off the bat, you know that Slotty are aberrations. They have regenerative abilities, and they are resistant to magic. Hazel.
Yeah.
Give me an Arcana check. And I forgot to do this when Bacchus was rolling. But since you studied as a group, you may roll with advantage.
Matter. I got a 12.
Okay. You remember reading something about some Slotty can cast spells, but other Slotties can't.
Is it a gendered thing? Do we know? Or is
It's
it an
not
unknown?
a gender thing. It's actually a color thing. There are multiple colors of Slotty: red, blue, green, gray, and then there's one that's not even a color. It's just the death Slotty. Red and blue Slotty cannot cast spells. Califax, please give me an Arcana check with advantage.
Califax. Oh crap, he's still here. Wow. Okay. 18 with advantage.
You recall that green, gray, and death Slotties can shapeshift into small or medium humanoids.
Look at that.
Yeah. Now I would just like each and every one of you just give me one more Arcana check each at advantage.
Okay, thank you. Oh, aha, in there.
Did that
12,
include me or not
13.
in this exam? I'm sorry.
What?
Did that include me or no?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Everybody.
Yay.
Nice.
I was hoping he'd say yes.
Awesome.
We got one Hermione and the rest of us are Rons, apparently.
He asks you guys a few probing questions, all of which you are able to give satisfactory answers to. The only mark off that you get, you see him kind of make a bit of a frowny face. Califax accidentally calls the Slotty a salad, and he doesn't find that amusing. But other than that, he seems pleased. He then hands you each a sheet of paper, and he motions over to a row of desks, and he asks you to write a short essay about commonly accepted ways to keep Slotty calm during unexpected encounters. And I'm going to ask for a insight check from all four of you. (15, 21, 18, and 16). When all of you finish your essays, he comes over, he collects them, he stands over your quad of desks in silence as he reads each one. You see him marking things on the page of your essay with his pen. And once he's read all the way through it, he makes a notation at the top of your papers. He lays the essays down in front of you, and then face down so that you can't see what they say. And he looks at all of you one last time, and he says, "You may all go and enjoy your day now." And he just walks away.
Thank you.
Did he give us back our papers?
He gave you back your papers face down.
I want to read all my comments.
Yeah, so there's not even comments. There's just a bunch of check marks as if he's checking things off after
he's tenure.
After each idea. So he's tenure. Hazel, you have one little X on a little X mark midway down your page, where you expressed the sentiment that Slotty can be fun and playful creatures. He seemed to disagree with that, and so he gave you a little X there. But together, all of your scores, you've passed your very first exam rather painlessly. And you guys are now level 2.
Hey!
Yeah. School is fun when you get to level up.
Yay.
And we are going to end there for the night, mostly because you guys beat those frogs way faster than you should have.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't like control spells for that reason. I don't use them in most of my spellcasters, but druids are like the control class.
I mean, if it was like, if you guys had like, honestly, that was the least chaotic combat I have ever run for any of you, because you guys decided to like actually tame the tameable creatures instead of just going swinging like normal. So good on you.
We bonded first.
I am proud of you. But yeah, that is the end of tonight. We're going to end this one a little early. So thank you to anybody that came in and watched. Arctic, thanks for being around. And we will see you guys next week for more Hogwarts, but D&D.